It's time for Columbus Sports Live. Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. Also by It's time for the Titans on your new home for Columbus High School Athletics, Columbus Sports Live.
Everybody, welcome on in here to Toyton Family Stadium live from Kansas State University, the site of the 2023 Class 3A Baseball State Tournament. Only bringing you quarterfinal action this year due to KSHSAA restrictions, but glad to be here nonetheless. The Titans are taking on a former opponent here in the state tournament. Back last year in the semifinals, they beat Bishop Ward 9-3 in a game that was pretty much controlled by Columbus the entire stretch. We had an in-the-park grand slam. It scored 4 runs. Columbus took the lead 7-3, and then just added a couple more, and that really took out Bishop Ward's motivation. Good day for state baseball here in, I was going to say southeast Kansas, but that's not where we are. In Kansas State University, it's a nice afternoon here. Temperatures are warming, sun is somewhat out, and no rain in the forecast. And we're inside, which is always nice. We're not going to get that luxury at the press box. We'd like to let you know that Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. You don't need to travel for quality, compassionate care with Mercy of Columbus right around the corner. They're local and reliable. That's Mercy of Columbus. You can learn more at mercy.net. We will take a quick 2 minutes, come back live, and talk to you about some things going on in softball world. Of course, we'll have the quarterfinal game going for you tonight, and also look at these two teams and how they got to this point. We're back in 2 minutes on Columbus Sports Live.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the 4-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
As one of the oldest banks in southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Welcome back live here to Toyton Family Stadium. Kansas State University players taking the field, as I'll try to get the camera repositioned here momentarily so we can get you a better view. There we go. Looks a little better as we've got the coaches and the, I believe that's non-starters, taking the field right now for Columbus. Obviously, these two teams facing each other last year in the semifinals of this regional tournament. Columbus won that one 9-3. Bishop Ward looking for revenge here in the quarterfinals. And momentarily, coming up after I get this whole thing cropped, we'll go ahead and show you the bracket. I had the softball bracket up, and I almost put that to air. But getting things fixed here momentarily, and we'll show you the bracket. So here it is. As you can see, Columbus comes in as the second seed. The first game today, taking on Bishop Ward, who's 17-6 on the season. And from what I remember, I'll go ahead and take a look back at their roster, but I'm pretty sure that they start a relatively young roster. And they've had a pretty tough schedule this year as well. They took a loss to St. Thomas Aquinas in a doubleheader back for the first games of the season. They lost to Lansing High School. They split with that team and lost to Colgan, who's in the 2A state tournament. Going to play there, Coach Mike Watt, obviously one of the more successful coaches at the 2A level. They lost to Pleasant Hill and Topeka Hayden as well, but have won their last 4 games. Obviously, you got to win the last 3 to get to this point. So Columbus in a decent spot. They come in number 2. They've only lost twice this season. One to Girard and one at the top of the season to Bishop McGuinness, who is a pretty powerful baseball school out of Oklahoma. So obviously Columbus comes in as the bit of the I don't want to call them an underdog, because obviously they were here last year and won the 3A regional, I believe, at Galena, I think it's what it was, and then they came state runner-up last year, fell to Wichita Collegiate, who is also in this state tournament. But Bishop Ward's got more state tournament appearances under their belt. This is Columbus's second in a row and second in school history. So hopefully they learn their lessons from last time and they'll get things underway. As I believe they're getting ready to introduce the starters.
Gentlemen, when your name is called, please step out and join your teammates. Leading off, the center fielder, number 15, Dustin Rector.
Oh, and my bad, they're doing Bishop Ward. So we'll get them on camera.
Batting third, the shortstop, number 5, Chris Mancinas. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 9, Keelan Overton. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 18, Damon Esparza. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 4, Connor Taylor. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 10, Timothy Hughes. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 7, Rolando Calderon. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 23, Jaden Hendricks. And the right fielder, number 1, Aaron Guest. Head coach of the Cyclones is Zach Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bishop Ward Cyclones.
And there's Bishop Ward's team. Head coach is Zach Harris. He's assisted by Jeff White and PJ Harris. And we'll get Columbus's starting lineup here.
The catcher, number 8, Landon Midget. Batting second, the left fielder, number 16, Caden Cox. Batting third, number 10, Jackson Valela. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 23, Colt Ungenheier. Batting fifth, the pitcher, number 31,
to now introducing the starting lineups. I hope you heard them. I don't know if the crowd mic's entirely connected yet or not, but we'll find out. And they're going to do the national anthem, so we will take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back after this.
You have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life. The professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back here to Toyton Family Stadium as we're getting ready to kick off the 2023 Class 3A state tournament here. First game of the day, Columbus and Bishop Ward. Obviously, two schools facing each other for the second time in the state tournament in 2 years, so they're going to know each other. Bishop Ward was the second seed, I believe, last year. Columbus was number 3. And we'll show you the bracket once again momentarily. Bishop Ward comes in as the 6th seed, or 7th seed, excuse me. Columbus is number 2, as they've got the bracket to where the 2nd seed and the 3rd seed play each other in the semifinals, which I guess is okay. I'm not going to complain about it, but Columbus obviously got a good shot here to win the tournament. You know, they came in last year as the 3rd seed, went to state runner-up. You know, a little inexperience maybe played a factor in that, but you got to notice in this bracket, the team that Columbus did fall to last year in Wichita Collegiate is back in the tournament at the 4th seed at 19-4. Columbus they might play them at some point. Humboldt, actually another local school, is the 1 seed at 22-1, and they will take on Hoisington at 15-7, the 8th seed, coming up at 3:30. The game that will follow this is Santa Fe Trail and Goodland, the 3 and 6 seeds, playing each other at 1:15. Of course, like we talked about momentarily, we will only have the quarterfinal game for baseball. I guess KSHSAA sold the rights to this part of the tournament, and the rest will be covered by KSHSAA on the NFHS network. So if you are really excited to watch some Titan baseball, you can keep up with them there. You do have to pay. It is $10 a month, but from what I believe, that will no longer be a thing as the 23-24 athletic season. So, good news, as fees will no longer have any type of relevance in state tournament coverage, which is always something nice. And like I said, I had this set up for softball, not thinking until about 9 o'clock last night that I was going to do baseball today, so I will quickly change that on the title there. There we go. That looks a little better. Columbus is the home team. They will be in the outfield to start us off.
On the city link? Okay, they can't hear. Okay.
My mic's about as loud as it can go.
Pronounce your son's name so they get it right. Okay. Look up here when you see that they can hear. When you're sitting down there and
We'll try to turn things up here a little bit and see what we can do. Hopefully that's a little better. My headset turned up in volume, so I'm hoping that helped. So we had a knob turned down, so that might have fixed things. It was below the level of what it should be. So hopefully everybody can hear me now. And I'm assuming if I turn this up, that gets louder. Yep. So we'll turn that down, and hopefully things are a lot better from this point. So I apologize if that whole opening segment was cut off. Well, this is as loud as it gets until I start to... It's good? Okay. Good to hear. The audio problems sorted out pretty early before we actually got the action started, so that's always nice to see. Dustin Rector starting us off here for Bishop Ward. Stover on the mound for Columbus. A 2-1 count now to Rector. The thing about the state tournament is it's a little different from regional play. Everybody's definitely got that advantage of knowing that they did win their regional. Columbus in a very tough Class 3A regional tournament with Girard and Frontenac and teams that have all had past state tournament appearances within the last couple of years. Frontenac in 2021, Girard last year in the same state tournament with Columbus. I'm hoping that that's actually turned up a little bit as well. So I'm hoping the crowd mic is also doing fine. And that will bring up out number 1 as Rector goes down. And Manny Dunn will take the plate now for Bishop Ward. And he was hit by that pitch, so he'll take a walk to first. Stover will try to get the kinks out early on. Pretty nice sized crowd here in Manhattan as both of these teams left early yesterday to get up here, take a little practice time at Emporia, and then get settled in. Columbus familiar with it. We will have softball action for you tonight from Twin Oaks Sports Complex. Not as nice of a setup, but you know what, we'll make it work. As that will bring up now Chris Mancinas, the shortstop. And they try to tag Dunn out at first. So 1 out, top of the first inning. He was nearly hit by that one, and Dunn's going to take off for second. As that one went aside from Midget, who is behind the plate today for Columbus. Brett Hamilton at first, Cade Saporito at second, Colt at shortstop, Jack Vallela at third base. He got a tip of that one, so a 1-1 count. Two and 1 count, and Midget and Stover are going to talk things over momentarily. Try to get things figured out here. It's crucial early on. You don't let Bishop Ward slip away from you. Even though they are the 7th seed coming into this state tournament, they are a very good baseball team. They were seeded a little higher last year, but doesn't take away from the fact that they can still do damage to you. Got a long history of good baseball in that area near Kansas City. I'll bring up a 3-1 count now to Mancinas. Here's the pitch. Hits that one right to shortstop, gobbled up by Colt. Quick throw to first for the second out. Dunn does advance to scoring position, and that will bring up the left fielder, Keelan Overton. And I think we got our crowd noise and mic issues figured out, so Good to hear. A 1-1 count now to Overton. High hit foul. Hamilton chasing it along with Tanner. It'll go outside. And there's a nice hit, and that will bring in 1 run for Bishop Ward. And Overton's going to get a double out of it. Damon Esparza will now take the plate for Bishop Ward as they get on the board first. Just over a little lopsided there, ball 1. One and one count now. Two and one the count to Esparza. Overton at second. And that one way outside. 3-1 now. Stover having a little trouble here early on in this one, but got plenty of time to get things figured out and get yourself dialed in. And there's a hit. Kind of dropped in, bobbled there as struggling on the turf, and there's a run scored by Bishop Ward. And that'll make it 2-0 as that one pretty much hit into right center. I think the center fielder kind of got tripped up there on the turf, kind of slipped a little bit. So Bishop Ward here with an early 2-0 lead, and that will bring up number 4, Connor Taylor. As Esparza got on first with a single. 2 outs. Stover just needs to finish the job, get himself worked in here. Try to get the tag out at first. Strike one. That one outside for Seth. 1-1 the count. That one hit foul and back. So 1-2. Columbus will have to rally behind their offense after the top of this first inning here, but you got to stop them while you got them. An even count. Stover having a little trouble there. It is pretty different when you're played on, an actual field the entire season and you switch to turf. It can cause a little difficulty until you get a little used to it. That one fouled back. 2-2, so an even count. As Taylor's fighting to stay alive in this one. Been at 2-2 for a decent long time here. And that one hit right to Stover, and a quick throw to Brett Hamilton, and that will get out number 3. So Bishop Ward leaves one stranded, gets a couple home. We'll take a quick break and see if Titans can answer on their first time at bat after this.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
Welcome back here to Kansas State University. Site here, this 2023 Class 3A state tournament. As, like I said, hope the audio problems getting themselves resolved here. As I've turned things down, but I got to remember to turn them down when I go to commercial as well, because I just blasted my eardrums out on that last break. Columbus taking things up to bat. They'll start off with Landon Midget, usually at the top of the order. It would be big here for Columbus to rally behind the 2 runs that Bishop Ward scored there in the top of the first. On the mound today is Damon Esparza for Bishop Ward. I was also distracted with the audio problems. I forgot to change this stuff. There we go. My apologies. 1-1 count now to Midget. Two and 1 now the count. And Midget hits that one foul. Kind of bounced off the third base line. So an even count. That one goes foul again. Nearly in the same spot. And that one goes right to third base. Hard throw. Midget taking it hard, but he is out. And that will bring up out number 1 and Caden Cox to the plate. Other positions today for Bishop Ward in the infield. First base is Connor Taylor. Second base, Jaden Hendricks. Shortstop, Chris Mancinas. Third base, Timothy Hughes. In left field, you got Kalen Overton. In center field, Dustin Rector. Right field, Aaron Guess. Ball 1 to Cox. The catcher is Rolando Calderon. Should ask for a pronunciation on that one. Some of these names I know from last year, some I don't. That one fouled back by Cox. 1-2 now the count. Good Titan crowd here today. I'm sure it's going to be much of the same at the softball game coming up later tonight at 7 o'clock. We will have that game for you here on Columbus Sports Live. An even count to Caden. And Caden will go down swinging for a quick out, number 2, and that will bring up Jack Valela. Bishop Ward probably done their homework on this team, I imagine, as faced a pretty upsetting loss last year. That one hit foul by Valela. Oh, and 2 now the count. Bishop Ward crowd not happy with that call. I would say I'm sitting behind the plate, and that looked like a pretty good pitch to me. But I'm not going to disagree with the ref's decision. 1-2. Here's the pitch. And that one hit right in between the legs of the pitcher and goes in between the logo in center field, and Jack will get a single out of it. So it's good to know that we got somebody on. And that will bring up Colt Ungenhauer to the plate. Pop fly, goes way foul. Now I think landed on the roof. One and one. Trying to get Jack out at first, and he slides right in. Plenty of time. Glad we're actually able to get the whole field today in view. That's always nice. K-State always has great facilities here. That one outside from Esparza, 2-1. And that one hit past third base, and Jack's going to advance, and Colt will get on first. So a single there that advanced the runner, and that will bring up number 31, Seth Stover. I wasn't sure if it was Brett or not because he had his helmet and getting his gloves on, but should have looked at the order. As I believe the softball girls are in attendance, as they're set up kind of close to the dugout. Their first appearance, Columbus since 1999. Columbus is second in school history, second in a row. pop fly by Stover. And we'll see where it lands. And there's the catch for the third out. So Columbus leaves a few stranded. Can't get anybody home. Bishop Ward trying to add to their lead as we head to the top of the second inning after this.
Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Welcome back here to Toyton Family Stadium, Kansas State University here as we're in the top of the second inning, and it will be Timothy Hughes, third base, starting us off here for Bishop Ward. With the first pitch from Stover, ball one. I believe that's 2-1. I think scoreboard a little slow on getting things updated. That one fouled back for an even count. As if I never needed to know the K-State Media Almanac, I've got it. A lot of books in here. And that will bring up out number one for Columbus. And that will bring up the catcher, number 7, Rolando Calderon. I think I got it right the first time I said it. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, and 2 now the count. That one outside. Full count. Here's the pitch. And he knocked that one out of the park. But it's foul. So not in play. Powerful hit there from Calderon, but just a little bit to the right of where he probably wanted that to go. Man, another hit like that, though, and that's not good news. And that one goes foul. Kind of bounced off the turf and the first base line and then went near the Bishop Ward dugout. And there's a high hit looking for the catch. Right field, got it. Out number 2. And that will bring up Jaden Hendricks, number 23, playing second base for Bishop Ward. I believe that's Jaspin Tanner in right field. And ball is foul. So an 0-1 count. One and one. That one low, so a 2-1 count. Darn. 3-1 now the count. And Hendricks hits that one, gobbled up by the shortstop. Throw to first, and got the third out. So Bishop Ward, after getting 2 on in the first, goes 3 up, 3 down in the second. We'll take a quick 2-minute break and see if Columbus can get on the board and make this a fair game. We're back after this.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus. A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back here to Toyton Family Stadium as I get the audio levels turned up in my head. Brett Hamilton will lead things off for Columbus here in the bottom of the second. Bishop Ward 3 up, 3 down in the top of this inning. They're getting 2 on in the top of the first. And Hamilton will have to back out of the way of that one, ball 1. Two and 0. Esparza still on the mound for Bishop Ward. And a nice hit by Hamilton. That'll go to about the 370 mark. And Hamilton going for a double out of it, and he'll get there. So a good start for Columbus. That's how you want to start things off. Get a nice big run in there, and that leads to hopefully some motivation in the rest of the order. And that will bring up Cole Minor, number 22. See if he can continue what Brett started. Strike 1 to Cole. And hits that one right to second base, so a quick out there, but Brett advances to third. Wasn't really a sacrifice, or he wasn't in position for a sacrifice, but you know what, we'll take it. Advances the runners. That's what you need right now. And that will bring up Jaspin Tanner. That one went foul. Not off of Tanner's bat, though. Ball one. He got a piece of it. And that one went foul down the third base line, and that'll make it a 1-1 count for Jaspin. And that one hit right to third. They're going to throw it home, and they got Hamilton. That'll bring up out number 2 as Jaspin stands up on first. That will bring up Cade Saporito. Smart move there by Bishop Ward to get the out there. Quick throw from third to home, and not much you can do about it. Ball one. And Tanner taking off for second. And he'll steal that one as the count's now 3-0 to Saporito as he's just taking them. Nothing wrong with that. Get another runner on. At this rate, I'll just try to attempt to take the 4-0 count. And they'll call that strike one. Yeah, pop fly by Saporito goes foul. There's the chance for the kids to get their free snow cone or whatever they do at K-State. I don't know. Full count to Saporito. So Esparza's battled his way from a 3-0 to a full. And Saporito will take his walk after the Bishop Ward cheers, yeah. And that will bring us back to the top of the order with Landon Midget. So hoping to finally get something in here. You got 2 outs, so no room for error, but you got a couple on. You need a pretty big hit here. Somewhere around the 375, 320 mark in right field would be nice. Or you could try to aim it in between 390 and 375, which would be pretty much left center. I'm actually surprised the left fielder's so far over. And shortstop's pretty much in the outfield. An 0-1 to Landon, and he'll take a quick minute and check himself. And a hit there right in the left field, and that will bring the third out. Looked like it was headed for kind of around where I said, but took a little turn there, and it landed right in the hands of the left fielder. We'll take a quick break. Columbus finally gets something on, but nobody in. We'll take 2 minutes and come back live to Kansas State University. Bishop Ward up to bat after this.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back here to Kansas State University, Toyton Family Stadium, the site of the 3A state tournament here in the first game of the tournament in the quarterfinals. Bishop Ward up 2-0 here over Columbus, top of the third inning. Now I got to see the number to see who's starting us off. That will be number 15, Dustin Rector, playing center field, so they're back at the top of their order. Stover with a quick 2-0 count. Now 2-1. Here's the pitch. Rector swings it through that one. So an even count now. Looks like Stover's having some trouble getting his feet set there on the turf mound, which can always be different when you're used to sticking it in regular dirt. You know, there's different friction there. And that one hit in between first and second base, and Rector will get on first. Rector kind of found a good gap there in between Hamilton and Saporito and managed to get a hit there. And that will bring up the designated hitter, number 3, Manny Dunn. Bishop Ward's pretty much controlled this game from this point, but we'll see if Columbus's defense can really kick in here and stop whatever Bishop Ward's trying to do. And there's a foul bunt by Dunn. Goes foul near the Titan dugout. He'll back out of the way of that one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Another false bunt goes foul. So a 1-2 count now for Dunn. And he hits that one right to first base. They're going to try to get the out at second and attempt the double play, but it doesn't work. And that one goes over the glove, and he will take his walk to second as it was in his path. And that will bring up Chris Mancina. So does give Columbus one out, as the throw from Saporito to Hamilton was just a little too high in the runner's path, and Dunn took his free base. Ball one to Mancinas. You know, you kind of wonder, in Coach Tedlock's mind, you know, see Stover faltering here. You wonder if you save his pitch count and maybe see if he can do a little better tomorrow. And Dunn's going to take off for third, as that one goes behind Midget, so a little miscommunication. And there's a hit there, missed by shortstop, and that will bring in Dunn for another run. And that will bring up Keelan Overton to the plate. One out, and Bishop Ward up 3-0, so Columbus is going to have a big inning here coming up in this one. And they tried to tag him out on the steal and thought they got him and did not, according to the umpire. And Coach Tedlock not going to argue anything, so. One and 0 count to Overton. I thought that was a pretty good pitch myself, maybe a little high. 2-0. Strike one. There's a 3-1 count. Yeah, now you definitely got to wonder if you save whatever's left of Stover's count and maybe replace him on the mound. The problem is that you don't want to wear out two pitchers within the first day of the tournament, because then that semifinal game is just going to be as much harder. I think Overton thought he was walking there. Full count now. So if Stover can rally back from this, that'll be good. Put him in 2 outs. And no runners in scoring position yet. But a hit here for Bishop Ward would be huge in momentum. And he goes down swinging. Thought they almost got the double play, but third base is stolen. That was close. That does bring up 2 outs, and that will bring up Damon Esparza, number 18, who was on the mound today for Bishop Ward. And a small hit there, and Columbus faltered. And that brings in another run for Bishop Ward. And I bet Coach Tedlock not really happy about that, as there wasn't much hustle out there to grab that one. And that makes it 4-0, so Columbus needs a big inning here. As number 19, who I do not have in the lineup, is a pinch runner. I can't understand what he said on the PA mic, but I hope somebody heard it. That one hit foul. Columbus going to have a big inning here coming up. It is only the top of the third, so you got time to rally behind that 4-0 lead that Bishop Ward's got right now, but you got to wonder when Columbus is going to actually have that inning and if Bishop Ward's ever going to slow down. That one outside. So 2-1. That one also hit foul. So an even count now for Connor Taylor, who's up to bat. Don't know if I mentioned his name or not. Full count. Oh, I thought they got the tag out at first, but not in time. So Taylor's still alive with a full count and hoping to end the inning and put yourself in the plate. And that one fouled back again. As number 19 will have to tag up and go right back to where he came from. And he'll have to do the same thing. I'm not sure who number 19 is, but he's getting his steps in today, that's for sure. Second time he's had to go back and forth from first to second. It's not a short distance. And he'll have to do the same thing once again. And I think the ump's just going to tell him, just go back. It's fine. Don't worry about it, dude. Maybe Taylor's trying to make sure number 19 gets his steps in. I don't know. A vendetta against him, maybe. And he'll have to go back. And I think number 19's just getting upset at this point. He's like, come on, dude, just either hit it and play or go out. I'm getting sick of this. And they got him off the tag out at first, so nice connection there from Seth to Brett. And that will bring up the third out. Columbus needs a big inning here. Cyclones up big, 4-0. Hopefully Columbus can rally behind a big offensive inning here. We're back after this.
As one of the oldest banks in southeast Kansas, Exchange State Bank is proud to be locally owned and operated. Exchange State Bank provides quality customer service supporting the growth of local businesses, agriculture, and the financial needs of families in the community. With competitive savings and loan products, online banking and mobile deposits, free debit cards, and more, Exchange State Bank is working to earn your business. To earn more, call 620-429-1873 or visit esbks.com. Exchange State Bank, you're not just banking, you're banking with friends.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Welcome back here to Toyton Family Stadium. Bishop Ward up big now, 4-0 over the Columbus Titans, the second seed, so seventh seed on top of the second seed right now. Columbus needs a big offensive inning. Caden Cox looking to start it off, and there's a pop fly, not the way you want to do it. And it is caught for the first out. Yeah, that's not the start you want. That will bring up Jack Villela. thing about this Columbus team, man, is that they can either have probably the best night of their life or they can have one of the worst. And it just showed a few weeks ago when they played Riverton and Frontenac in the same week, and struggled to beat Riverton. It was one of the longest games I've ever had. And then they pretty much knocked out Frontenac. 1-1 to Jack. And nice hit by Valela. Goes to the 375 mark, and he'll get a single out of that. There's the start of something. Goldthungenhauer at the plate, ball one. Tie on the pitch, ball two. I think Colt was hit, but no, apparently not. I thought because he backed out of the way of it, but I thought he was hit by that one. But a 3-0 count. Strike one. A full count now to Colt, so I believe that's still Esparza on the mound, and he's rallied once again behind a 3-0 count. Done it several times. Just hope to get a hit here. And that's a nice hit by Colt. I don't know where it's going, but it's out of the park, I'll tell you that much. And Columbus finally gets on the board. Not a much better way to do that one, I'll tell you what. So that'll bring in Jack and Colt. Columbus has cut Bishop Ward's lead in half. That's one way to get things going, and you've got some time here, so keep the momentum going. Yeah, Jason Caden, I believe, were practicing in the kind of practicing area there off to the left side of the field, and it went right near them. Seth Stover now going to take the plate for Columbus with ball one. You got to hope that going to, amp up the crowd a little bit, give them a momentum swing, and hopefully Columbus can try to take the lead here coming up. Here's the pitch. And a nice hit by Stover. Is that one out of here too? Oh. Stover's got caught right at the Via Christi logo. But pretty powerful hit there. I think Columbus might be starting to figure things out. That'll bring up out number two. But you got to be thankful that they got something on. And a little momentum there, and that will bring up Brett Hamilton. I was about to say 2 in a row that's out. That's ridiculous. But I think it happened in regionals. Columbus got 3 home runs in a row, and an unfortunate hit there for Hamilton. Pop fly will go in the outfield and caught for the third out, but Columbus does get a couple on and a couple in. Go ahead and take a quick break and see if Columbus's defense can hold off some Bishop Ward runs. Try to make sure that they don't get any in. We're back after this.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
When it comes to your health, there's no need to travel. Mercy Hospital Columbus offers an array of outpatient services such as physical therapy and infusions. Mercy also has private room swing bed services and respite care. The ER is open 24/7 with low wait times. Mercy cardiology physicians can even serve patients here. Choosing a small community hospital allows you to remain close to home while still receiving important medical care. Eliminate unnecessary time and travel by choosing Mercy Hospital Columbus.
Didn't have time for the bumper on that one. So we're back here. Columbus gets a couple in. Cuts Bishop Ward's lead in half back to 2. So still some work to do, but you're in the top of the 4th. You got some time. You got some time to get things figured out. Trying to figure out who that is up to bat. That is number 4, Connor Taylor. And there's out number 1. Caught in the outfield by the right fielder. And that will bring up Timothy Hughes, number 10, playing third base today for the Cyclones. Another high hit there, and looking for the out is center field. And that brings up out number 2. So 2 quick outs there for Columbus, and that's what you like to see, especially after you finally get something in. And that will bring up Rolando Calderon, the catcher. Try to go for a quick 3 up, 3 down here. That'd be nice. Strike 1. Now you got to kind of feel that maybe some momentum might be shifting back over to the Titans after that big home run there from Colt. 1-1 now the count. But you also don't want to jinx them either. 2-1 the count. There's the pitch. And there's, try to throw the first. And they got him barely just in time. That was, Stover missed the catch, but Jack Valela bobbled it up and threw it to Brett Hamilton, and that will get the 3rd out. So 3 up, 3 down for Columbus. Let's see if they can get something going here on offense and maybe tie this game or take the lead. We're back in 1 minute here in Columbus Sports Live.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
back to Toyton Family Stadium. Columbus went 3 up, 3 down, or Bishop Ward went 3 up, 3 down there in the top of the 4th inning. Now Columbus, with actual numbers on the board, is going to try to get things started here and tie this one or take the lead. Cole Miner will start us off at the plate. Number 22. That one outside, ball 1. Man, that one went up immediately on the scoreboard. I didn't even have a chance to look up. Ball 2. With no outs, that's the time if you're going to get any kind of, walking situation. A 3-0 count. Columbus crowd starting to get pumped up there. There you go. Three and 0 now, the count. And Miner just looks at it, 3-1. Got some wiggle room here to find the right one, so can't blame him. And once again, I keep forgetting his name here, but once again, Esparza battles back from a 3-0 count. That's the 3rd time he's done that today. But Miner will take a walk to first off of a 4-2, and that will bring up number 11, Jaspin Tanner, to the plate. And Tanner gets a sacrifice bunt, going to try to leg it out. They called him safe. Wow. That was supposed to be a sacrifice and advance the runner, and it did, and Jaspin stands up on his own. I did not expect that. Wow. I thought he was going to be out for sure, but he legged it out. Nice job by Tanner to hustle to first. And that will bring up number 3, Cade Saporito, as he'll get some advice from Coach Tedlock, as Coach Harris going to talk with his pitcher on the mound. Try to figure things out here. Try to give a pep talk. I doubt he'll change things, especially this late in the game. There's no need, probably, especially when you haven't had to go out and talk to him yet. But Columbus in a good position here. You got 2 on, no outs. You just got to make sure that when you go for the plate, they're not in line with it. Coming up later tonight on Columbus Sports Live, we will have the 3A quarterfinal from softball, as they will take on the Rossville Bulldogs. Columbus making their first ever appearance in the softball state tournament since 1999. So big times here in Southeast Kansas and in the CNC League and in Titan Country for spring athletics. That bunt went foul. That was a pretty high bunt. It almost went over the netting. And that will be strike 1 to Saporito. Bishop Ward trying to keep the runners in check. Here's the pitch. Saporito backs out of the way for ball 1. So a 1-1 count now to Cade. catcher and the pitcher are going to talk things over. And have a little conversation trying to figure out how to put the momentum back in their hands. As you can definitely feel it, not only in the crowd, but in the attitudes of the players kind of shift over to our side, which I'm not mad about at all. We kind of started off a little slow. Things are starting to finally pick up, just hopefully in time. And there's a false bunt, and Cole's going to leg it out. And that advances Cole and Jaspin, and Cade will stand up on first after a little communication between third base and the pitcher. And that means no outs and 3 on. Not in a bad position here at all. You got good opportunities here, and Landon Midget will take the plate. I tell you what, if there was ever a time to knock it out of the park, now's your chance, man. Believe it or not, Landon Midget actually had an in-the-park grand slam against this team last year in the semifinals. And if he's a fan of repeating history, so am I. And they tried to tag Cade out at first. Got lucky there as he managed to slide back in just in the nick of time. That one was pretty close. I think first base was kind of beside himself. Landon trying to keep his cool. You've got a good opportunity here to take the lead in this game, or at least tie it up. Now's your chance, man. And there's a high hit, and it's going to be caught, but here comes Cole for home, and he will slide in, and that advances Jaspin. And Cade will stay up at first. Landon is out, but that will bring in 2 runs and tie the game. Or no, just 1, excuse me. But you've got somebody in scoring position and only 1 out, and that'll bring up, I believe, Caden Cox with Jack Valela on deck. So now you really don't need to be focused about home runs. You need to be focused about just making sure you can get it out of the infield. Getting some runners on here. Grounder out of the infield, and you can tie this game. Outside for Cox, ball 1. And a pop fly hit by Cox, and runners are just going to stand where they want. And it's caught by the catcher. We'll bring up out number 2. Good news is Columbus did get a run out of that momentum, but you want to try to tie the game here. And that will bring up Jack Valela. Now I know he's a power hitter, man. He can homer it if he wants to. I'm not going to jinx him or anything, but you know. The place might explode if he did. I don't. Bishop Ward trying to get things dialed in on the mound too, and they've done a decent job. Columbus just needs a decent hit here, and that one high, ball 1. Bishop Ward keeping the runners in check once again. That's always a key part. It's making sure you don't let any runners get away too quickly. And sometimes they can be halfway to the next base before you even notice and you throw the pitch. 2-0 now the count to Valela. They do got a runner Esparza has battled back from a 3-0 count 3 separate times today. So, makes me think he's going to repeat history. But I don't know. And they'll try to get Cade out at first once again, no time. The fake throw, it worked. Trying to keep Tanner in check at third base. We got 2 outs here, so no room for error, and we're taking a long time on the mound, man. Strike 1, see, I told you. That's the start of that battling back. Hopefully it can be stopped and we can load the bases. Or send somebody home. That would be even better, of course. I want to tie this game for sure. And that might do it. Quick tag out there at second base. Cade couldn't make it in time, but Columbus does add another run. Unfortunately, they don't get any more out of that. We'll take a quick break, and we will come back here. Hopefully Columbus's defense can go to work and hold off any more Bishop Ward runs. We're back after this.
Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Welcome back here to Kansas State University as Jaden Hendricks near the bottom of the order for Bishop Ward will lead things off here in the top of the 5th. Columbus has closed the gap in this one, and there's a hit straight to Jack Valela. Quick throw to first for the first out. So a good start there, and that will bring up, well, I don't know who that is. Oh, yeah, Dustin Rector. I read that as number 16, and they don't have a 16 on this lineup. That was my fault. As Coach Harris going to give a little advice to his batter. As Bishop Ward still has the lead, but it's marginal now, only by 1 compared to the 4-point lead they had, or the 4-run, I should say, lead that they had just a couple of innings ago. Columbus went pretty much 3 up, 3 down in their first 2 innings. Got a couple on in the second, but couldn't get anybody home, and then they brought in 2 in the third and 1 last inning. Bishop Ward has split. They brought in 2 in the first and didn't get any on in the second, and then they brought home a couple in the third inning. That's how they've gotten their 4, with 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 4th, and Stover on the mound trying to repeat history. An even count. And that one hit foul. Way back there. So it remains even. And Rector got a piece of that one, so it'll go back again. A full count now. Ooh. And there's a big hit looking for the catch and got it running center field. That'll bring up out number 2. It's good to know the outfield's awake and paying attention, and that will bring up probably the player of the game for Bishop Ward, Manny Dunn. Scored half of their runs so far. Good ball player. Definitely use him for his offense, the designated hitter. Definitely see why. Kid can hit it. Hard swing there for Dunn. Strike 1. It's good to have 2 outs, though, before he comes up to bat. That's nice. Strike 2. Swung through that one. Dunn trying to connect. And he goes down swinging, swings it all 3, and 3 up, 3 down for Bishop Ward. Columbus has got the momentum in their hands. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back to the bottom of the 5th, and Columbus can tie or take the lead. We're back after this.
Now more than ever, Crawcan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Crawcan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Crawcan. If you need to stay connected, you need Crawcan.
We're back here to the 3A state tournament in Manhattan, Kansas, Toyton Family Stadium. Columbus down 3-4, trying to take the lead here. Colt Ungenhauer up to bat. He got most of those runs with a home run there from the 3rd inning. And that will be strike 1 to Colt. They're definitely going to keep an eye on him. As you've got Jason Caden going back into the practice facility trying to catch another one. 1-1 now the count. And he'll check himself out and practice swing a little bit. And a nice hit there by Colt, and that'll go past the 3rd baseman into left field. And he will get a single out of the deal, so good start there for Columbus. And that will bring up number 5, or no, that'll bring up number 31, Seth Stover. Say it's definitely his time to get something going, and they try to get Colt out at first. The attempt is no good. And they tried to get him again and didn't work. You got to wonder if they're going to get him one of these times or not. There's the pitch inside, and Colt will take off for second. And he steals the base. Here's the 1-0. Stover gets a piece of it for strike one. One and one pitch. Hit to shortstop, and Colt's caught, and they're trying to get the double play. They don't. And Colt is just being chased. Does he slide in? He's safe! Oh my goodness, what a play there by Colt Ungenhauer, man. You got to think he stayed committed the entire time and was caught in between bases, and Coach Harris going to go out and try to talk that one over. But the ump called him safe. But now they're going to have a discussion about it. Oh, man. I hope not, because that was pretty impressive right there. He was caught in between two bases and managed to run it out. But, I mean, it depends on, the scenario. Did he tag up, Was he in line? Was there some interference in between with Bishop Ward players? A lot of factors that can go into that scenario, and they don't change anything. And so Colt is safe at third. Man, that is almost I don't want to say a motivation-breaking play right there, but that's got to be tough to take. And Coach Harris going to take a moment with his players and call them all to the mound. And Coach Tedlock going to have a little meeting of his own off to the side. Man, what a huge play. Colt's had a couple huge plays here so far in this quarterfinal game. The home run that brought in him and Jack Valela, and then the other one that just happened. Caught him between multiple bases. Runner tried to chase him down, and he slid into third. I bet his heart's racing. I'll tell you that much for sure. So they're not going to replace the pitcher. So Esparza will stay on the mound for Bishop Ward. And that will bring up Brett Hamilton with runners on first and third and no outs. Good position once again. Now you have the opportunity to take the lead or tie it. Or tie it or take the lead. That was a strong hit by Brett, a little off in the direction. It goes foul, but my, oh my. That thing would have been inside the park. This place would have erupted. So a strike one to Brett. Get the angle right on that one, and that one's pretty much golden. And that one missed by third base. And that will bring in Colton, tie the game, and put runners on first and second as Seth will advance to second. Brett stands up on first. And Coach Harris is going to go out once again and really try to figure things out here. I don't know. He may replace Esparza, but I'm not sure. we'll just have to wait and see, and Tedlock will have another meeting with his crew, trying to keep the season alive. 11 seniors on this team, so you want to go as far as you possibly can, and well, you still got 2 more games to play if you win this one. I remember last year in the quarterfinals of the state tournament, Columbus had the evening game and against Sabetha, who is also in this. We'll pull up the bracket momentarily just so you can see it for yourself. But yeah, Sabetha in this, Wichita Collegiate in this, who won it last year. Santa Fe Trail in it, Bishop Ward in it, all teams that were in the state tournament last year. And Columbus played Sabetha in the quarterfinals, and it came down to a miss by the catcher, and Colt Ungenhauer actually came in and scored the final run there and made it 5-4 and won the game in 7 innings. Hoping we don't have another situation there. It's definitely not going to be a 5-inning game. I mean, I guess if Columbus wants to score another 10 runs, they can, but I don't know if it's going to work out that way. But yeah, this bracket pretty loaded. Humboldt, the number 1 seed at 22-1. The next game after this will be Santa Fe Trail 19-2 taking on Goodland, who's 18-4. So the Chargers versus the Cowboys. Trying to remember mascots. I don't know everybody's. I know Goodland is the Cowboys because their girls are really good at basketball. Class 3A state champs back-to-back. Kind of like Heston, except on the girls' side. Heston in basketball is a 3-time in a row state title holder. So no outs, 2 on. Colt in. Try to keep the momentum going. Cole Minor up at bat, and I believe they did replace Esparza on the mound. That is number 10. Timothy Hughes. And he starts off strong with strike 1. So if Bishop Ward does end up winning this game, that will be crucial for them, as they've already used, a pitcher, and they're going to have a count to another one there. You try not to change pitchers in the state tournament. You try to save as much as you can. And Cole will go 0-2. Cole had to back out of the way there for ball 1. So a 1-2 count for Minor. And that one goes behind the catcher, and that will advance the runners. So Hamilton and Stover, second and third, so now you've got scoring position. And Minor with an even count. It's kind of battled back off going 0-2. And Stover thought about it and realized that there was no time on that one after it went out of the glove of the catcher, and that will make it a full count to Minor. Columbus in good position here. No outs, full count. Even a walk would be okay right now, because that way you can load the bases and you've got some opportunity to walk in some runs. Just a hit. Not any really big gaps here. And Cole will walk if he was nearly hit by that one. That loads the bases. With the game all tied up and no outs, Columbus has got good position in this one. And that will bring up number 11, Jaspin Tanner. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Makes ball 2. Walking in a runner would be a little anticlimactic, but that's all right at this point. You know, with the way they started this game and to where they're finishing it. Night and day difference. And a nice hit by Tanner there, and that's going to drop into left center. And that will bring in Seth, and that's going to bring in Brett. Nope. Coach Tedlock nearly had a heart attack trying to tell him to stay where he was, and good thing he did. Ball came back pretty quickly, and Columbus now takes the lead 5-4, and Coach Harris once again out of the box trying to figure out what's going on within his defense here as it's starting to crack. But Columbus in a really good spot right now. Back on top, 5-4, coming down after being down 4-0 in the top of the third inning. They've came back and are now with the lead. But just to let you know, Columbus Titan fans looking to be a part of Columbus Sports Live can reach out and visit varsitysportslive.com and be on the lookout for information coming to Columbus this summer. Columbus Sports Live is a great way to promote your business and support the student athletes of our community. More details are located at varsitysportslive.com. Of course, if you want your small business, local business, any type promoted here with custom-made commercials, check out Harris Media Services and varsitysportslive.com for more information, as we'll have more information on the ad sales coming to you after the state tournament, most likely in June. And the fake throw by, I believe, Hughes. And I believe he was off the mound, and that's going to walk in Brett. And that's just unfortunate. Faulty errors there by the defense, not paying attention, and that will make it 6-4 and advance a couple of runners. That brings Cole into scoring position with Tanner on second, with Cade Samperito at the plate with strike one. Oh, 0-2 now the count. And Cade going to try to leg it out, but they get the first out there with Samperito. Minor stays back where he was. Is it not 6-4? Nobody came. I thought Brett did. Oh, okay. Well, I apologize. I thought it was. Okay. Yeah. So 5-4 the score. My bad. Not going to question things. Maybe I said 5-4 and put 6. Oh, well. So one out. Columbus still with the lead regardless, 5-4. Over Bishop Ward has battled back pretty much the rest of these innings. They were scoreless in the first two and have scored 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and now 2 currently in the fifth. And Landon Midget at the plate with a 1-1 count. Cole in scoring position, and I believe that's Jaspin Tanner on second base. Still got some good opportunities here. And a nice hit by Landon there. That will drop into third. That will make it 6-4, 7-4 as that brings in Minor and Tanner. An RBI double there for Landon Midget. Man, what a play. So now it should be 7-4, if I can do math. So Columbus with a big lead there, starting to try to momentum all in their hands. As they're going to trade pitchers again. I think Coach Harris might try to trade them off again or switch positions in the infield. I don't think they're going to trade pitchers. Instead, I think they're going to replace the shortstop. Reminder to stay tuned tonight for the Lady Titans softball game, as we will have that from Twin Oaks Sports Complex. Not as nice of a setup, but we'll bear with what we got. Hopefully we can get through it and we have no problems. I'd love that if we had no problems, but you never know. But that will start at pregame most likely at 6:30 or so. You'll get to hear from the head coach, Amy Saporito, and you'll get to learn a little bit more about the Rossville Bulldogs and the season they've had. All that and more coming up at approximately 6:30 here in Columbus Sports Live, as the Lady Titans look to win their first game at state, I believe. I thought it was 8-4, so I was right in saying 6-4 because Brett walked in. Okay. What is 8-4? So I'm not stupid after all. No. Well, if you are, then the people running the scoreboard are too, because they're the ones that confused me in the first place. So it is 8-4. I was right. Always go with your gut, I guess. Even better. One out. Caden Cox at the plate with strike one. Landon Midget on second. Want to bring him home after that nice hit he had just a few moments ago. That one fouled back, 0-2. Got to wonder when Bishop Ward's suffering is going to end and they're going to be able to take the batting order, but I don't know. That one fouled back, heads up. I think it cleared the stands just barely. So 0-2 count remaining for Cox. Hoping he can put one in play here and get things going. And that one foul, and Landon Midget will steal third. It was missed by the catcher. That one also hit foul, so Cox fighting to stay alive in this one. 1-2 now the count. Remains the count, I should say. Here's the pitch. Outside. An even count. They're going to get him with, oh, yeah. He thought about it a little bit, but they're going to call that strike three, and that will bring up out number two. As he wasn't sure if they got the full swing in yet, but he did swing at that one. And that will bring up Jack Valela. Hoping to bring in Landon. That one outside, ball one. And that hit there by Jack is going into left field. And nice catch there by the left fielder for the third out. So Titans with a big inning there, 5 runs. Take the lead now 8-4. What an inning it was, and hopefully they can hold off Bishop Ward. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with more action from the 3A state tournament. Columbus on top after this.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Welcome back here to the 3A state tournament. Columbus on top of Bishop Ward 8-4 here in this one after a big fifth inning. 5 runs in that one, and they were able to tie it, then take the lead, and then add on to it. Top of the 6th inning, we were speaking about Landon Midget quite a bit there as we were trying to bring him home. A reminder that Landon's high school athletic career will not be over after this tournament. He will be representing Columbus in the Kansas Shrine Bowl. Make sure to go out and visit the 50th Annual Shrine Bowl in Hayes, Kansas. Still time to get out there and watch a good game of football and support a good cause. Long drives definitely worth the game. Strike one. I'm trying to see who that is up at bat. That is number 5, Chris Mancinas, with an 0-2 count. To go up three down here, I think would be pretty big in the momentum swing. It's all in Columbus's favor right now, but I don't want to say anything yet. 1-2. And he'll hit that one, gobbled up by Saporito. He's running hard, but they will get him at first for out number 1. And that will bring up the former pitcher, number 18, Damon Esparza. Oh, no. I was completely wrong there. I missed that in the line. Number 9, Keelan Overton, the left fielder. My apologies. I need to zoom in on my lineup. And there's a pop fly foul. Brett Hamilton looking for the catch and got it for out number 2. So now Columbus finally getting things figured out. Stover still on the mound, which is good. I'm sure they'll probably pitch Villela tomorrow in the semifinal game, of course, if they advance on, which right now it's looking pretty likely. Things can change in a matter of an instant. Pretty sure that's how Bishop Ward's feeling right now. And that will bring up 18, the former pitcher, Damon Esparza, with an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Three and 1 count. Oh, and that one missed by Stover. And that will get Esparza on first. And that will bring up number 4, Connor Taylor, first baseman.
Now batting number 4, Connor Taylor.
As the Goodland and Santa Fe Trail fans getting set here for the next game. Tried to tag Esparza out at first. The attempt was no good. Santa Fe Trail and Goodland getting ready for their matchup at 1:15. It will immediately follow this game. So I'm hoping we don't have to hustle out of here, but We may, depending on how this goes. An 0-2 count. So he got a piece of that one. Tried to once again get Esparza out at first. Second missed attempt there for Stover and Hamilton, and there's a hit right to the pitcher. Quick throw to Hamilton for the third out. So Columbus makes decently quick work there of Bishop Ward, and they're starting to cook up. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back, see if Columbus can add to their 4-run lead. We're back after this 1-minute timeout.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Titan fans can find us at 404B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back here to the 3A state tournament, Manhattan, Kansas. Titans on top of Bishop Ward here in the quarterfinals, 8-4. After a big fifth inning there, led them over the Cyclones after 5 runs got in. And after making quick work of Bishop Ward there in the top of the 6th, we head to the bottom of the inning with Colt Ungenhauer up to bat. Been a big player today here in this quarterfinal matchup. Had a home run that brought in couple others and scored to start the run that would allow Columbus to take the lead. And a 2-0 count to start him off. I don't know if softball has started yet. I'll try to find some information on that momentarily. No, those games don't start till 5 and 7, so I forgot they get 2 fields and they get to play later. And Colt will take 4-0 count to first base, as that is now number 5 on the mound for Bishop Ward. That is Chris Mancinas, who was formerly at shortstop. And that will bring up Seth Stover. As they try to get Colt out at first. Slides back in with ease. It makes it look so easy out there. Ball 1. I actually thought that was a decent pitch myself, but I won't complain, I guess. That one outside. 2-0 the count. Trying to get Colt out. Once again, he's safe as he slides back in. Seth hits that one foul, so his count goes to even. And he swung through that one foul. Count remains even. Full count now to Stover. Battle his way back, and he'll get some advice there as he collects the ball. Oh, did he go down swing? I guess he did. Oh, I guess I missed that. That was my bad. I'm sorry. Went down swinging. They try to tag Colt out again. They don't get him. That was close, though. That was a lot closer than the last couple of times. And Colt tries to take off for second. Plenty of time. Here's the 1-0 count, and a nice hit there by Hamilton. That's going to go into center field just to the right of the 390, and Colt with his speeds headed home. That will make it 9-4. So Colt's got about what, like 7 or 8 of those runs? Not actually, but he's certainly showed what he's worth here in this quarterfinal game, that's for sure. And Hamilton will get a single out of it. And that will bring up Cole Minor to the plate for Columbus. Ball one. Tried to get Brett out, slides back in, was nearly out there, but managed to collect himself and get back on base. Sneaky slides, what they call that. And Brett takes off as there's a high hit by Cole, and Brett's going to run back hard to first. And he'll get there with time, but that will bring up out number 2. And that will bring up Jaspin Tanner, number 11, to the plate. 2 outs, 1 on. Jaspin swings through that for strike 1. And a hit right there will be gobbled up by second base, throw to first for the out. So Columbus leaves 1 stranded, does bring in 1 home. Columbus down with a 9-4 lead, all the motivation in their hands. 1 more inning of play here, and we should be done with this one. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the top of the 7th from the 3A state tournament after this.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
There we go. If I could hit the button on the first try. We're back. Hopefully it should take only one more inning. Columbus up by 5 here, 9-4 in the top of the 7th. Over the Bishop Ward Cyclones here in this 3A state quarterfinal. Up to bat now is Timothy Hughes, third baseman, number 10, with strike one. Caden Cox on the mound now. As they're trying to work him in. Smart move there by Coach Tedlock to see if they might be able to use him in a third game. That one outside. 1-2 the count. But you also don't want to give up any runs. And there's a nice hit there. And he's going to run hard to first, and he'll stand up. And that will bring up Rolando Calderon, number 7, the catcher. Strike one. A little high on that one, a 1-1 count. So you got to wonder if Cox can keep up here and keep the momentum going. 2-1. An even count now for Calderon. Talk about tough last names, man. Bishop Ward's got him. So do we, I guess. And that one hit right to first. Trying to get the double play. Oh, missed. And I don't think they got the tag out at first either. They did not. So nothing came about that, and you got 2 on. They'll bring up the shortstop, Jaden Hendricks. So with 2 on, no outs. Oh, that's number 23. No, yeah, Jaden Hendricks. I guess they have a courtesy runner coming in. I don't know who they are. I don't have the full roster. Wish I did. Ball 1. Cox just needs to stay dialed in here and not let this game slip away. And sacrifice hit there. Throw to first. Did they get him? Ah, he's safe. Man, that's not what you wanted. I don't know why Brett ran up to grab that one. He felt like it would have been a little better if he would have stayed there at first, and Cox would have went up and grabbed it. And Coach Tedlock going to have a little conference and try to figure things out, because the game's not over, and with bases loaded, Bishop Ward's in a good spot here. Crazy, you think one home run and they could be within reach. You don't want to think that's going to happen, but they've certainly had a much better start than they've had the last couple of innings. Last three, in fact, they've went pretty much 3 up, 3 down. We'll see. Hopefully Coach Tedlock's bit of advice will keep Cox's head in the game here, as that will bring up number 15, Dustin Rector, and they're back to the top of their order, which is pretty much kind of what I've seen the heart of their lineup. And Cox hit him with that pitch, and that will walk in a run. Hate to think they're going to throw it right here, but still got some time. That makes it 9-5, and that will bring up Manny Dunn, who is a pretty darn good hitter. You got to wonder what he's going to do. Just hope to God he doesn't knock it out of the park. Ball 1. High on that one, 2-0. With no outs, Bishop Ward has got a pretty good position here to try to crawl back into this game, and they've already started it. 3-0 now, the count. Cox struggling a little bit there. You got to wonder, he's just been brought in, so. And Dunn will walk in another run. And Bishop Ward starting to rally back. 9-6 with no outs, and Coach Tedlock's seen enough. He's like, come on, guys, let's just finish this thing. You're up by 5, and now you're starting to falter, and Bishop Ward is a home run away from winning this ball game, or getting back in the lead. They won't win it at that point. Columbus will still have an opportunity.
Now pitching for the Titans, number 10, Jackson Vallejo.
And he is going to put in Jack Vallejo. I didn't know if he would or not, but I think he's just needing somebody strong to finish out this game. Not to discredit Cox or anything, but Vallejo's just got the better arm. You just want to make sure that Vallejo doesn't throw enough to where he's going to be shorted tomorrow. And then you got to wonder what you're going to do. Hopefully with Jack on the mound, they'll start to knock these outs here and don't mess this one up, hopefully. That already looked better. Strike 1. You didn't want to have to put Jack in, but I don't know if it was a mistake or not taking Cox out. I thought it was going to be a good thing, but I don't think Coach Tedlock's wanting to chance this. An 0-2 count. And there's a high hit, and you got to grab there for an out. And that will walk in another run for Bishop Ward. And they're 2 away. Base is still loaded, but they do get the out at third. Barely. I didn't even think to look at that, so that brings up the first out. I thought he was safe, and I thought the ref called it, but nope. Whew. Man, Bishop Ward, got to give them credit. They have crawled back in this thing after kind of changed hands multiple times. It went from Bishop Ward looking like they were going to smoke them, and then Columbus, and now Bishop Ward's trying to crawl back in it. Interesting ball game for sure, with a 2-0 count now to, let's see, number 9, Keelan Overton. Make that 3-0. And they just really need to get their emotions in check here. There's strike one. Deliver a couple more of those, or, you know, I'm thinking Overton may not even swing at this point. Strike two. Full count. You need another one of those. You know, at this point, it always looks good if you win by a lot, but in the state tournament, you just need to win to advance. Especially because if you win today, you play 2 tomorrow. They're guaranteed at least 4th. And Overton will take a walk, and that will load the bases once again. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And that will bring up Damon Esparza, the former pitcher. I think they're probably going to go for some kind of sacrifice here. And Esparza got a piece of that one. Strike one. That one outside for Jack. That was an awkward pitch. Ooh. Can't have too many more of those, that's for sure. And there's a hit right there. Quick throw to first, trying to get the double play. They do not, but they do get an out at second. But I do believe somebody went in, and that will make it 9-8, I believe. I'm waiting for the scoreboard to update to make sure I'm correct. Yep, 9-8. And Colt and Jack are going to talk about things, try to prevent any more runs here, because if they tie it, you got to bat in the bottom of the 7th. But if you're getting out here, the game's over and you advance on. But I think tonight during practice or sometime today, Coach Stedlock's going to have a little conference about pitching. Maybe not with Seth, but with others. And nice catch there for the out. That was by Jace Midget. And that will end the game, but you got to give Bishop Ward credit. What a comeback. But Columbus will advance on to play the semifinal game tomorrow afternoon. And we'll figure out what time that is here in a minute. They will play at 11 a.m. tomorrow afternoon. We will not have that game for you. Unfortunate, but KSHSAA will not allow coverage past this point, so we did as much as we can. But Columbus does advance. They will take on the winner of Santa Fe Trail and Goodland, that game being played next. So we will take a quick break, and we will come back here with a minor postgame show before we got to get out of here. We'll be back to Toyton Family Stadium after this.
Call service is outstanding in their field. especially for those that are stuck, well, out standing in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com. Having the right branding, graphics, and overall look to your business is vital. Luckily, there's Vital Signs in Columbus. Vital Signs Sign Company has been the four-stage choice for vibrant, eye-catching signage since 2001. From small stickers and leather patch hats to lighted pole signs, digital signs, banners, and more, Vital Signs takes you from concept to design to installation. Up your graphics and promotion game with Vital Signs. To see more of their work, follow them at facebook.com/Vital Signs Sign Company or call 620-429-3000.
Welcome back here to Toyton Family Stadium, Kansas State University here, as you get to maybe see a little bit of the warm-up between Santa Fe and Goodland as they will play Columbus tomorrow afternoon at 11 a.m. They win this game 9-8. It should have been 9-4, but that's besides the point. Columbus kind of let up there, changed to pitchers, and started to falter there in the top of the seventh inning, and Bishop Ward nearly tied the game. It would have been crazy if they did, but Columbus managed to get a quick out there. Jace Midget at short got the out there to end the game. It pretty much went like this. Cyclones started us off with a couple of runs there in the first. Titans couldn't get anything going for 2 innings. They finally started to get going with a couple runs in the third. Bishop Ward had a couple as well, so it was 4-2 after 3. Then Columbus managed to get one in the fourth inning and take it 4-3. Bishop Ward went 3 up, 3 down for 3 straight innings, 4, 5, and 6. Columbus scored 5 and really got that big lead there in the fifth. And scored 1 in the sixth. Did not have to bat the bottom of the seventh, but Bishop Ward, man, got to give them a lot of credit. And they came back and rallied with 4 runs there in the seventh and nearly tied the game. And they had bases loaded, but luckily it was a shot right to shortstop, and that ended the game right there. Stay tuned for Lady Titans softball. In fact, I'm going to try to pull that bracket up momentarily, and we will get that one centered in for you. Just a reminder, though, you know, we're running some different commercials here, but we like to get some more Columbus-themed ones. Columbus Titan fans looking to be a part of Columbus Sports Live, reach out and visit varsitysportslive.com and be on the lookout for information coming to town this summer on ad sales. Columbus Sports Live is a great way to promote your business and support the student athletes of our community. More details at varsitysportslive.com. TV professionally made commercials here that will be aired on every broadcast that we do, except for if we ever do like graduation or something like that, which Columbus has already happened. But it's always nice to know that we've got a great community behind us, and hopefully we can get some more sponsors in here this year. Like, you know, we started out a little shaky. We only had 4, but you know what? We're getting there. First year of this, and the support, especially within these last couple of weeks within this regional and things like that, have been tremendous. I want to say thank you to the community. And keep supporting Varsity Sports Live, Harris Media Services, and Columbus Sports Live, so we can keep providing you great quality entertainment for Titan Athletics at a free cost. That is the thing. You know, if you're going to watch the semifinals and the championship, hopefully, of this tournament, or the third place game, regardless, you're going to have to pay $10 a month on the NFHS network. Nobody likes to pay, right? But you should hopefully still get a good quality broadcast. And even though you're going to have to pay some money, hopefully it should pay off, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to get the bracket ready here so we can put it on the screen and let you take a peek at it, because we do want to talk about softball momentarily. Here it is for the 3A softball championship, as I did not crop that correctly. That's my fault. But you can see I'll fix this before we get to the actual game. But Haven High School, 22-1. The number 1 seed will take on Scott Community High School at 16-7. They are the 8th seed. Columbus comes in at number 3, 21-2. They are tied records with the 2nd seed Southeast of Saline, 21-2. They take on Burlington. Columbus will take on Rossville tonight at 7 o'clock. We will have that game for you, of course, as long as the internet holds. You'll get to hear from head coach Amy Saporito, and we'll talk a little bit about Rossville softball, kind of see where they've been at this season. Obviously, both teams earned their spot in this regional tournament, and we'll talk about that as well, how Columbus got to this point. But a lot more coming up here on Varsity Sports Live. We will not have any more baseball coverage for you at this point. That may be subject to change, but as of right now, baseball is out of our control. We will have all of the softball games we can bring you, and hope we can bring you 3 of them, and hopefully a state title home back to Titan Country. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here from Kansas State University, Toyton Family Stadium. I want to thank everybody for joining us here for this 3A baseball quarterfinal. Columbus advances on off a 9-8 win to Bishop Ward. Thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned for the softball state quarterfinal coming up tonight at 7 o'clock, pregame at 6:30. Until then, thanks everybody for watching, and good day.
Columbus Sports Live is presented by Mercy of Columbus. Also by